Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dragon and... No, it's not the Dragon and Bear show.
It is the Dragon and Bear show.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm on a fucking different planet today, man.
Yes, you are, Kryptonian.
Yeah, man. Where we are reviewing the lovely series from Disney that got cancelled way too early, Gravity Falls. And this episode is The Inconveniencing.
I mean, when you say it got cancelled too early, I mean, it could be a Magnum PI that's been cancelled twice now. It got cancelled, saved by another network, cancelled after one extra series.
But yeah, this episode is The Inconveniencing, which is a play on the horror genre, I believe, with, I don't know, The Conjuring and stuff like that.
I'm trying to think of it myself, because I mean, I got the shop reference of Dusk to Dawn. I got that reference because I said to you, surprised it's not about vampires because of the film and series from Dusk Till Dawn. But I'm trying to think myself, like, The Inconveniencing, like...
It sounds like something that's a horror kind of genre?
Yeah.
Like, other than The Conjuring and stuff like that?
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. Although I may just be in a horror kind of mood because of me doing my late night binging of YouTube and then having the fucking Insidious
trailer keep popping up.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no.
It popped up for me. It popped up for me yesterday. Ironically, when I was watching Magnum PI.
I was trying to go to. I was just watching like one more episode of I don't know what the fuck I was watching. And it was just popped up, and I was like, no. But yeah, anyway, let's actually talk about the actual episode.
Yeah, because this is something you're actually in the mood to watch. It's spooky, but you're in the mood to watch it.
Yeah, it's supernatural. I think it was a pretty good episode. It was it had its very comedic episode parts, like fun dip, sugar dip.
It's definitely a very funny episode. Like, it takes a very... like a usual topic of basically like a haunted place. Obviously, there's rumors that someone's been murdered in here. Let's go and basically break in and have some fun in here. And obviously, there's literally has been murder in there. Well, I wouldn't say murder in there. I don't know why they're referring to it as murder. It's more of literally just two old people having a heart attack in there.
But at the same time.
Yeah, the exact same time, because they listen to teen rap music, which is like we don't do homework, dude.
We don't do roles. That is whack.
Yeah, basically that really shit rap. And also they have a heart attack, and then they kind of haunt this place now. And if anyone's a teen, they go after them. Yeah. It takes the whole concept of you're in this spooky looking place. You're doing normal stuff in there, and then spooky stuff starts happening. Obviously, Dipper's the only one seeing this really because he sees like a weird brain with eyes, and he's obviously shits himself.
Tentacles. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear like a girl scream around here?
You also see like the skeletons in the reflection.
Yeah, I love that shot. I love that shot of him seeing the reflection of all of them, and it even cuts to the guy doing the dance game. You see his reflection doing the dance game.
But when it came to the skeleton one as well, you also saw the skeletons just look at him.
Yeah, and
he's like, oof.
A lot of those sort of like shots like that are very much from actual like type of horror movies. Like something that you definitely would see in a horror film. Of like someone looking at a reflection, obviously seeing like a skeleton just like turn and stare, and in the background it's like, whoa, what the fuck? So it takes a lot of like stuff that basically adults watching it would have probably seen elsewhere and be like, that's a cool little thing I've seen elsewhere. But obviously for people who haven't, obviously it's kind of like a little introduction into the horror type of genre. If you haven't watched anything horror-esque, so it's a good little introduction to the genre. But also at the same time, still being the Gravity Falls kookiness of basically being stupid, especially when the ghost starts kidnapping everyone. Obviously, teleports the one into the TV, and she's got like a phone message of
status update.
And so the one guy gets turned into a literal hot dog. The other one becomes in a bowl of cereal with a toucan, and obviously it cuts away before you see anything because all you hear is him screaming.
You hear the stab?
Yeah, you hear like a stab.
The one gets put into Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, which is quite funny.
Well, knock off Dance Dance Revolution.
You're a dance machine. No, you are.
What happened to Robbie though? Because he didn't, and nothing happened to him, but he just wasn't in the episode after everyone gets turned into stuff, and like he appears at the end again. By the way, this episode is mainly focused on Dipper and Wendy.
Yeah, their sort of relationship.
Yeah.
When I say
Dipper's
relationship,
feelings.
Dipper's erection for Wendy.
Yeah. Dipper's bony for Barney.
What?
Ignore me.
I'm going to ignore it because that was a very weird... I was expecting to say some sort of like... something that made sense, and you didn't decide to try and just make it rhyme B and B, and it just didn't work.
Alliteration, man, it always works.
But yeah, obviously, it's like it has that obviously Gravity Falls and stuff that happening, and also at the same time, Mabel, I say, is eating this like dip, which has been banned in America. Oh, I wonder why. And she eats like multiple bags. 11 in the end. Obviously, it's when you first see her eating it, you just think obviously she's just ill because she's just lying on the floor going, "Oh, I can't eat anymore." You think, "Oh, she's just a bit ill." Then she's like, "What do you?" And then she starts seeing like the fucking dogs, and she's like starts eating the poor eyes are like massively bulged. Like, nom 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 nom. Like that's when you're like, okay, maybe this is like she's not like ill. She's just generally like, really high on this stuff.
Yeah, a sugar rush, man.
The biggest sugar rush of all time. And then obviously that is then allows the ghost to possess her and make her like the full deity of evil.
Yeah, even with the fucking full on like breaking neck turn around. Like you just hear it just go it's just deciding like
and
this also, I could do that.
This also does a good thing of something that we obviously pointed out in the other episode reviews, where it has like some like little reference early on that actually plays into the final act. Obviously, you get the reference early on of obviously Wendy and Mabel dancing, and Wendy's like, "Hey, Dipper, come and dance." Like, "Oh, I don't dance," and obviously Mabel's like, "Oh, yeah, you do." Your mom and basically made you dress as a lamb and do the lammy dance, and she got a little picture of him in a little lamb outfit as a child. And then during the actual finale, when the ghosts are like, when they find out that he's a kid,
funny little silly dance.
It's when he says, "Not really." That was the guy turns like a giant fucking fiery sort of demon. And the old woman still does normal, and he's just like fully like emboldened fire. And then he gets turned to the little lamb and starts doing the lammy dance. And I love how Wendy's like really into it at this point. She's you can see her hiding, is like really into it. And obviously it's nice of her then at the end when she basically they say obviously he did something, and she's basically she doesn't tell them.
She was about to. She was about to, but then she saw him, and it was just like...
And it's the realisation of, he saved our lives. This is our little secret now. This is, like, staying between us. Like, I do like, obviously, a little thing early on that then plays into the actual finale. Like the leaf blower in episode 1. It's a joke of a kiss, and then it's actually to shoot the air.
Yeah. And I think... in a previous episode as well, didn't they do that, like, lock and, like, keep secret thing?
Possibly.
It was the wax statues one, I think.
Possibly.
I could be wrong. But they also keep the lock secrets.
Yeah, because they do it twice this episode, don't they? They do it on the roof.
Yeah.
And then they do it at the end with the lammy dance secret. But I love this as well. Obviously, Zeus is out a bit pretty much after the start. But Grunkle Stan has this really stupid ass subplot of him being sat in his chair, not knowing where the remote is.
And can't be asked to move.
Can't be asked to try and find it. Yeah, can't be asked to get up to try and find it or turn the TV off. And he's stuck watching this really black and white period piece. Yeah. And they say he ends up going up anyway to get some ice cream because he really gets into this. And like, it's when she's like, "I'm not just the Duchess, I'm a lady." And he's like, yeah, you tell her. Like it's like he's watching a football game. Like he's getting like properly like yelling at the screen into it while he's just eating this. Even at the start, he was instantly shouting for the kids to get the remote because he doesn't want to watch it. But then as it goes on, he fully gets embroiled, like fully engulfed into this like really shitty movie, and to the point of when they all come back, he just throws something, smashes the screen up because he's like, "What?
Couldn't find the remote."
Oh, it's like one of those it's like something that you could take out the episode and you wouldn't miss it. But it's a funny little addition of, I wonder what Grunkle stands up to at this point, because we usually know obviously he's doing something, so I wonder what he's up to, and it's obviously showcasing what he's up to by just him watching TV. which is quite, like, it doesn't sound funny, but when you're actually watching it, it is actually pretty funny.
Yeah. So, shall we get into our ratings, my good friend?
Yes, we can. I'm looking at the ratings. What we've done so far. So episode 1 was the gnome. Episode 2 was the Loch Ness monster. Episode 3 was. I know 4 was Little Gideon. 3 was the wax ones. That's it. Yeah. Oh.
We should really think about this before we start the episode.
I don't know. I like debating internally because I've looked at my episode 3 rating of 9.7, and I'm debating, do I go one less or one above? Because I do like this episode; it is quite fun. But I'm just trying to remember: do I prefer the waxwork one a bit more? Because there is some really stupid ass shit in this one, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But I like the murder mystery angle with the waxwork one. So you know what? I'm gonna give it 9.6.
Ooh, I can't remember what I gave the waxwork one.
I gave it a 9.
Oh, okay. I'll give this one a 9.14. 9.4.
9.14. All right, Mabel, calm down. 9.4.
Yeah, 9.4. I like the episode. I love the stupid little subplot, and I love the fun dip.
Yeah, it's just internal debate. Then do I go one above the one below? But as I say, I think the murder mystery angle of that one episode just sells it for me because I do like murder mysteries.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I bet we murder you and find out who did it.
Ooh, interesting. But yeah, that's it for episode 5. Slowly smashing through these.
And next episode is episode 6, Dipper versus Manliness. Ignore my fat.
Should we strike the pose again and we just ignore the fat?
Yeah.
Ready? Oh, we hope you enjoyed them. But like, subscribe, check them out on Twitch. We'll see you next time. If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.